Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The Timberwolves looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here at the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Gallinari sits outside at 3 with Farid at the 4. Moutier out there with Harris. Now here's Towns.
You know, when you're bad or struggling in the West, things can go south in a hurry. I mean, the Wolves ended with the worst record in the league last year at 16-66, and a lot of those losses came in their conference.
The free throw drops for Towns. And Towns drops them both.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Now here's Moutier, covered by Rubio. Wiggins against Gallinari. Here's Farid. No good. And Minnesota will come the other way. On the wing, Wiggins. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. Well, Andrew Wiggins showed that he's going to be a big-time player in this league, Clark, for a long time.
And we knew Wiggins could attack the basket and create his own shot, Kevin, but I think many, and I'm included in this, were surprised at how good his jumper looks this early in his career. I mean, it's pretty reliable right now.
The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific, 79% as a team.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And another miss by Denver.
And with Wiggins' game, he has a nice jumper for a player his age. As he grows in the league, he'll become more and more comfortable shooting from deep. He'll be nearly impossible to guard when he adds a consistent three-point shot.
Harris kicks to Moutier. Wide open. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
And you know, with Wiggins, it just isn't all about his ability to score. Showed a real knack for making the unselfish play, too. Understands how to work as a unit to create shots and gets to the right spot on the floor. His potential is unlimited.
Towns, no luck.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him.
There's the pick. Now here's Moutier. He's covered closely. And it's Gallinari missing.
They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
Rubio outside. Towns with it. Farid's there. Here's Wiggins. His 2nd shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Now here's Moutier, covered by Rubio. Free throw line jump shot. Moutier, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
That's good. Levine's got his first points in this one.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Towns, no luck.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Screen by Farid. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Drops in the tray. Harris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Rubio outside to the middle. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Well, I tell you what, Ricky Rubio has everything you want out of a player except one thing. He has to learn to shoot it better. Rubio can defend, he can pass, he can lead a team, but until he becomes a better shooter, I think he's going to short-circuit his potential.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Augustine against Jones. Augustine dishes to Arthur. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Jones is running. Now the pass to Pekovic. He kicks it to Jones. Garnett with a screen on Augustine. Jones the pass to Garnett. Shot clock at 6. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions. Great pass that time by DJ Augustine.
50 seconds left in the first. Jones drives in. Comes up empty down low.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
Chandler, no good. Timberwolves leading by 4 to the inside. Here's Garnett. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Kevin Garnett.
And the free throw, no good. The Nuggets trail by 6. Here's Barton. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Now here's Muhammad. Steps back and fires. Good.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
And that does it for the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 8. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Getting you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Coutier out there with Will Barton. Then there's Gallinari. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Sampson in at the 3. Here's Barton. Pass to Gallinari. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. Minnesota leading by 8. Here's Levine. Here's Tang. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. You look at Gorgie Jang and his development in the league out of Louisville. What a big jump for him last season.
And that's a great point. That first year, you could tell the game was a little too fast, and he was a bit overwhelmed, but started to get more and more minutes throughout the season and really blossomed with the extra opportunity.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And Jang last season doubled his points per game, got enough rebounds where he could be a double-double player every night in the near future.
Harris is checked in for Denver. Now here's Towns. Timberwolves passing it around. And Zhang kicks to Towns. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Here's Moutier after the basket by Minnesota. Knocks it loose, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. And here we go, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And Zhang isn't a young player by any means, but he has learned how to fill a niche on a team quickly. Just offers good numbers and intangibles in a lot of places on the stat sheet.
Rubio dishes to Wiggins. Now here's Towns, guarded closely. Misses the baby hook.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Moutier with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Here's Towns. Rebound by the Nuggets. Sampson, the pass to Moutier. He feeds it to Gallinari. Pass to Moutier. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And that one's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
Well, he's fearless. I mean, there's nothing that concerns him. No matter what the matchup is, he's a guy that doesn't back down. He's beyond being intimidated. And, you know, Denver was not that good against the West last season, but they weren't as bad as you would have thought. Managed to get 19 wins against the rest of the conference, and we know how tough the West is, so that's not shabby.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Laverne, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Kenneth Faried comes in for Gallinari. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Jakar Sampson. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Moutier. Now here's Chandler. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Hey, Greg, how about DJ Augustine and the roller coaster ride last season, beginning in Detroit, ending up in a very creditable position with the Oklahoma City Thunder?
And a lot of that was because Jennings was so inconsistent for Stan Van Gundy last year, even so much so that he started starting Augustine, and this was just a small part of the turmoil for Detroit last season.
Martin's checked in for Harris. Now here's Pekovic. Some solid defense from Faried.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, Clark, no doubt about it.
Right side Jones. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
So back to DJ Augustine. It's the middle of last year, and he and Jennings are practically splitting time at the point. Then Jennings goes down with an Achilles injury, and it looks like Augustine will take over full-time duty. Nope, the Pistons trade Augustine to Oklahoma City for Reggie Jackson.
You know, one thing about the Augustine-Jackson trade last year, it didn't help either the Thunder or the Pistons make the playoffs. It's just so hard to integrate a new player into your system that far into the season, especially when that player is a point guard. So a wild ride for Augustine.
And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Barton.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Garnett, the screen. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Barton kicks to Fareed. There's the feed to Barton. 3 seconds left. And it's blocked. And the first half comes to a close.